Good day, welcome to or welcome back to my galaxy. I'm Midnight and this is my channel. Quick intro is I do mostly drawing videos. I do like to do smaller gaming playthroughs like Stardew Valley and like Chef RPG, just smaller things. I thought about doing Fallout, but it's much played out at this point. But mostly it's there's a few hiking videos as well, but most of this channel is going to be all drawing. I have a Pokemon world realm, I guess you would say, that's been in production for a very long time, but I'm redoing it because I was unsatisfied. But without further ado, let's get into it. Today's drawing is going to be real quick, so let's begin. When I initially started this, I was going to basically add to my Pokemon realm, and I was just kind of doodling general friend shape. I was thinking more along the lines of like bear or marsupial or something by Beetle, But as I was drawing this, I was actually listening to Gamey Builds and their Beyond the Blight series, and I don't know why, but immediately I went from having a friendly little mammal shape to a little robot. And if you're not aware, then you should go check out Gamey Builds. This whole series they have there, it's amazing. It's very creative. I love it. But anyway, as I was listening, my drawing here transformed into a little robot, and a little bit about me. My original medium was pencil and paper. I'm in my mid-30s. I'm old. Oh God. But I grew up, just using, smudging pencils in your finger. Not really smudging pencils, like your finger and some tissue, to give yourself a shading effect. Until I realized that, shading was much nicer when you did it with a light touch of the pencil, to get a good contrast. Like my art journey definitely was different growing up in the early 90s. So about 3 years ago I made the switch to digital, and every now and then I have to go back to my roots, and that's kind of what this drawing ended up being. I used to doodle Pokemon, whereas now I attempt to draw them for views and for crisp and clarity, and I don't know, just it's not as for as much enjoyment as it used to be. Whereas now there's the reasoning behind it. Whereas a kid, and a young adult, it was just pure creative freedom. So that's more what this drawing ended up being. I just kind of let my doodle hand go mad. And I got this cute little robot. So right here is just me doing all of the line works. I am I have a hard time not doing a lot of detail, if that makes sense. Simplifying. I have a hard time simplifying. Simple things are difficult for me. I can do algebra, that's not a problem. But simple math is a problem. And the same thing kind of applies with art. I was trying to keep in mind that while I was doing the line work here, that I was going to have to render this, and that every line added to the page was literally more headache and more nightmare to work around. But sometimes you just have to let it, just let your inking pen just kind of fly. When I work on paper, I usually start with a light layer of shadows with my pencils, like my Prismacolor pencils. And here I tried to think about that process kind of the same way. So I did some I guess cell shading lighting instead, and did it as an overlay. And then I did all my flats in a basic color. And the flashing you just saw there was me trying to decide what color I wanted to be. It wasn't actually flashing. I wasn't playing with the hue slider or nothing. That was me using the paint bucket, just picking a million different damn colors. And then right here, it's hard to follow because it's so small and minuscule, because again, I have a problem with details. But I'm actually adding details. They're not details, highlights, like on the tips of the fingers and on the yellow parts of the metal. And I ended up going back to digital colored pencil to do my highlights, just because the colored pencil is more sensitive to pressure. And I do not know how to shade or how to do highlights without pressure sensitivity. That's that much of my pencil, I guess, is still ingrained in my body. It's muscle memory. And no matter how much I try, I can't do it without a pencil. So I don't know how to edit the brush settings and things like that in Clip Studio yet. So this is just my basic colored pencil that I use to do like all the gold highlights and things like that, and then fill in some of the dark parts around the eye. But in the end, this is a finished piece. Well, mostly finished. I decided to tie them into my story anyway. So I have the Poke Center one, which is the one at the top, and then of course my Pokemart one, which is the one at the bottom. And a quick, explanation of the new region. Since my last region, I pretty much debuted the map like maybe 6 months before Scarlet and Violet was announced. And I didn't keep up with things at the time, so I wasn't aware. But the whole shtick to that one was it was called the Diveria region, and I had like a lot of different like basically regional variants that were pretty much going to make up the whole Pokédex. So they were like divergent evolutions. But then Scarlet and Violet came out, and it released like Wiglet and Toadschool and stuff like that, and it kind of took all the wind out of my sails. So I left YouTube for a while, and I went to TikTok and Instagram. You can still find the map actually, I think, on Instagram and TikTok, but it's not on YouTube, I don't think, anymore. At least if it is, it's unlisted. My point is though, I'm redesigning my region, and these little fellows here are going to be a part of it. So if you've watched all my videos up to this point, you've seen we've done all 3 starters. We've done the water starter, the fire starter, and the grass starter. And then I've taken a little break to try to, I guess, reevaluate the what I'd have and if it fits into my new narrative. So the new narrative for the region is that I'm thinking it's more like a solar punk kind of vibe where everyone's living with the planet and their technology. And these little guys are going to help out inside the marts or out in the wild areas and things like that. So I'm thinking, like, you're out in the wild area, you're struggling, you come across a kiosk, and here are these 2 adorable little robots. They're there to help you with all your needs. But yeah, I hope you like them. I kind of rambled a little bit. Sorry. I don't know, I'm always long-winded. Again, I'm probably simplifying. I can't simplify my thoughts into basic words, but hope you like it. I guess come back and see me, go back and watch the other ones, and I'm still working on, I guess, like the whole video. I'm new to video editing and this whole digital nonsense, so it's taken me a minute to get things together, and I also have a job, and like adult responsibilities. So, I guess come back and see me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!